Are you ready for cocktails and conversation? Are you ready for cocktails and conversation? Are you ready for cocktails and conversation? With your host, the unapologetic diva, Dr. G, the girlfriend therapist, Dr. Cortina Lewis, and the networking extraordinaire, Diana Richardson Philippus. Are you ready for cocktails and conversation? This is Herspiration Happy Hour. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another episode of Herspiration Happy Hour. This is your unapologetic diva, Dr. G.
This is your networking extraordinaire, Diana Richardson Philippus.
And yours truly, the coach of courage, Shay Walker.
Wow, what's going on with you all? How's your week been thus far?
Good. Very good. Slow going, relaxed, rejuvenated.
That's because you so super tanned and, as you said, kind of burned.
A little burnt, just a little burnt. A little burnt. Grenada did me well. It did me well.
I love Grenada. Can't believe you didn't bring any spices back, but
I didn't bring any spices, but I got other things.
Okay.
I brought back a tan too. I brought back a good tan.
A good burning one.
Yes. Absolutely.
What about you, Shay? How's your week been thus far?
It's been very productive. It's been busy, but very productive. Exciting for sure. Yes. So very good. I won't complain.
Well, I have had an amazing week for a number of reasons. I think this is the most disciplined I have ever been. And I'm just really excited because today is day 15 of my no carbs, no sugar. Hey, good evening, Elizabeth. Good evening. No processed carbs. I'll say that because all foods have carbs in it. No processed carbs. No anything with added sugar, and no alcohol. I have literally just cold turkey. Just was like, you know what? From the 1st to the 15th. And I said I would work out every day. I have worked out every day and I have not cheated at all. And I can tell you discipline sets a little differently because I love football. So you're talking Monday night football, Thursday night football, Sunday fun day plus football Sunday. And I stayed the course. And what I have decided to do was not immediately hop right back into any of those things. Mm-hmm. I'm just really going to float and coast and just see how I feel because I feel so good. My skin is so amazing and I just really feel good. There's not a better way to say it. I feel great. I feel energized. I'm sleeping well. And I think it's just getting rid of all of everything. Now, I will say, girlfriend had headaches for a minute. Withdrawing all those things. And at first I felt like, did I do it too much? Hey, Tammy, at first I felt like, did I do too much at one time? Because that's a lot to just say, you know what, I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
But I did it. And I'm still doing it. And I'm just considering a sober October and still considering if I'm going to just stay eating healthy the way I am. So, but I'm patting myself and just celebrating myself for being able to remain as disciplined without cheating, not once, and also not missing it. I've been praying through it, but I didn't miss. So
come on with the fasting. Come on.
Right, exactly.
Won't we do it?
I'm thinking it. That's exactly what I was going to say. This is one of the main reasons that fasting is absolutely encouraged because we consume things so with not even being mindful about what we're consuming, but we consume it so much that when we do stop, and especially if it's like a cold turkey situation, you do experience withdrawals, headaches, and all those things, stomach cramps, vomiting, you name it. So this is why one of the reasons that fasting is super important, so that you can always detox your body, and then your body is no longer dependent. So when you do it, you don't have those, those side effects, those withdrawals. So yeah.
And the craving.
Yeah, the craving. Yep, all of it. Yep.
I'm just surprised I've not really had the cravings. I have been eating really healthy, and I think it's because I've been replacing all of the processed sugar with natural things that have sugar, like fruit, and I've been having peanuts and carrots, oddly, that has a natural sweetness to it. I've really just been enjoying having all of that in place of the sugar. And as a person that loves ice cream, I thought it would be like, oh, so difficult. But even then, smoothies, if you make them thick enough, has the consistency of ice cream. So I kind of was able to do it that way as well. And the other thing that I didn't want to do that I will share is, I know that there are lots of drinks that have zero alcohol now. There's a lot of them. There's non-alcoholic beer. You can have mocktails. Part of the reason why I couldn't have mocktails is because I cut sugar. And I'm not a sweet drinker anyway. The other part is that just because you take the alcohol out of like beer and whatnot, you still have all of the other fattening ingredients that's there. Yeah, they eat all of that. That's still not good for your body in that kind of way. So I didn't even have that. I literally went to the bar and I would either have a club soda with slices of orange, or I would just have water.
That's all right.
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm very proud of you.
I'm proud of her too. I was telling her that the other day.
Where's my tambourine?
Oh, right.
I need a tambourine.
And that's all I've really been up to and we didn't podcast last week because a lot of us had things going on. So I don't even think I would have been able to do it. My headaches was ringing so bad that part of the, that part of the week. But yeah, this has been quite a journey because I think I had just started it when we podcast last. So here I am, exactly 15 days in, and I don't know what I'm going to do, girl. I know. I don't know.
That's good stuff. That's super good stuff.
It really is.
You won't be able to go back either. And this is the thing, especially when I've learned this too. As we get older and we begin to consistently fast and things like that, you will automatically, your taste buds will change. Your palate will change for the taste of alcohol. The thing that it could be your favorite drink. We know what that is. And you will turn around and go to drink it, and it'll taste terrible. Like your taste buds, your palate changes, and you suddenly begin to be not even interested in drinking alcohol. Like social drinker. I think most of us are anyway. We're social. I know you like to have your beer and especially football and all that stuff, but you will notice after this, trying to go back the other way, you'll notice your palate change.
Yeah. Well, I'm choosing not to go back that way, or at least not all the way. With my birthday coming up, I'm definitely going to have a drink or two. But even then, I say that right now, but I have no desire.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
So I just said I'm going to cross that bridge when I get there. But I also said to myself, and this is why I did this too, that after 50, I was really going to almost fully have nothing but sobriety, except for maybe an occasion or two. But I was going to cut all the way back, whether it was maybe once or twice a year that I drank. It's just more about, one, I've realized that not drinking has actually really helped the menopause. The processed sugar has really helped the menopause. And eating more healthy with all of the greens and the things that are high in fiber and all of those things have really helped tone down a lot of the menopause that I was having.
Yep.
That's so true, because I love Coca-Cola. I mean, anybody that knows me knows that. But when I don't drink it, I find that my flashes are not as bad at all. Like seriously, especially when I'm dousing myself with water, a lot of water. I'm not going to say I don't have them, but it isn't as ramped up. Now, if I drink, I drink the little minis. I love the little mini Cokes because I be feeling like I'm not doing as much damage when they like this big, but whatever. I'll still drink 2 of them, so then go figure. But when I do that, or if I'm drinking my ginger ales, and especially when I drink it later in the evening before bed or something like that, I find that my hot flashes get really ramped up. And God forbid I'm having cookies, because, me and these sweets, I mean.
See, that's the thing, and the fact that I had my favorite taffies in the freezer. Oh, and here's the other part, Shay, I had some feelings. So I bought some wasabi peas and I loved, Shay, no, I love those. I couldn't eat them because they have a coating on it that's made of like a breaded coating.
Yeah.
So they're sitting back here on my countertop and they've been there for 15 days now. Because I didn't think about that and the other part, y'all, here's the thing. I read the back of every single thing now that I buy. And I'm looking for the number of ingredients in it. And almost everything that I have purchased over the last 15 days have not really had more than, I don't even think more than 8 ingredients in it. Most of them had like 3 or 4. That's how natural they was, or 1. I have fallen in love with tea with half and half and natural honey. I drink my coffee with half and half and honey. I'm just in awe because I usually like my cream with a little coffee because it's sweet. It's sugar creamer. So, and I said that the right way. By the time I'm done making coffee, this shit is mostly creamer. And so, I like sugared creamer. Remember, even when I'm at your house, I don't use sugar because the creamer is so sweet.
No, I was on the creamer with a little bit of coffee. I'm coffee with a little bit of cream.
See, I'm not. By the time I'm done making mine,
I like mine creamy. That's right. Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying that now, being more conscious about my health, I am reading ingredients. I'm looking for added sugar. And I even found crackers that I can eat that have no added sugar, and it was made 100% with wheat because they were vegan. And I was like, wow.
Which ones were they? Which ones are they?
I don't know. I got to go to my cabinet because I don't know.
Lean into Triscuits too.
That's what they are.
Oh yes, I love Triscuits.
That's what they are.
I love it just for the taste, though, to be honest. And wheat thins.
Look, that sea salt, cracked pepper.
Yeah, 3 ingredients. Three ingredients.
Yeah,
that's it. 3 ingredients.
Yep, that's my go-to.
That's it. So I'm just saying, I have been so cognizant about what I'm putting in my body and just how great I feel. Yeah.
I love this for you.
That's my rant. I didn't took up enough time, but that's exciting to me because y'all, I've literally never had discipline to stay away from certain things, especially cutting all 3 of my favorite things at one time because I'm a social person. And so I drink socially. But I realized how social I was. I was drinking more than I used to drink because I've just become more social. So I do believe that I can go pretty much anywhere and enjoy myself and not even have a single beverage, which is why I said, even though it's my birthday, I feel comfortable enough to be sober my entire birthday time.
Well, let me tell you, I'm a strong advocate for, we don't need alcohol in order to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, we can enjoy ourselves alcohol free.
Yeah.
It is possible.
It is. I have totally enjoyed myself. But the mental clarity, y'all, when I say I have been hammering out shit and getting some stuff done, I have been decluttering, detoxing. I got boxes here. My office, y'all, still look a damn mess.
That's okay.
I cleaned out my entire basement, but I still have stuff that I'm donating and I don't want to call them until it's all out. I wouldn't
You're not going to be
mind.
able to go back from this. This
No,
is it. Yeah, you're not. Yep, this is it. Once you do that, that's it. That's how I got here. Like I started, implementing fasting in my life, and I started this 8 years ago. Because baby, I was a tequila queen. Okay, I could throw some tequila and whiskey. That was my thing. And in my mind, y'all know I'm the one who turn up, and I'll be ready for a nap. So if y'all
yes,
ever,
you are.
anybody that's out there listening, I will always be the one to advocate for turn up, have a party. I don't mean it. You got me before 8 p.m. After that, I'm a lost cause. I love you, but I'm going to bed.
I feel you.
Yeah.
No, but
That is a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yes.
So speaking of, like, this is happy hour, so we're just literally having conversation, nothing specific, because it's a lot of just random ass shit that's going on that probably needs to have a discussion. And I'm going to start with this one first. And Diana and I was having this conversation. I need for everyone that's listening, and I need for everyone to share. November 3rd is coming up and coming fast. Get your ass up and get your ass out there to vote. All 435 seats in the House are up for grabs.
Yeah.
We need to flip this shit from Republican to Democrat badly.
Yeah.
Second, there are 33 seats in the Senate that are available. Get out there and vote. I really don't care what you are, but we cannot continue to go another 3 years without someone in the House or the Senate advocating for the American people.
That part.
And I know y'all might say that, oh, it's the president. The power of the purse, the people who hold the money, the people who are bullshitting with our taxpayers' dollars are sitting in the House and in the Senate. They have the House Appropriations Committee and the Senate Appropriation Committee. Get your ass out there and vote. And then you don't have to wonder where your dollars are going and what they are paying for. Yes, Trump might try to stop, but enough votes don't need his ass to do shit. This is why there are a balance of power within our judicial system. So this shit going on, it's ridiculous. And I am, for one, as a military veteran, it is heartbreaking to know that our soldiers and their family members are at food pantries because they cannot afford to feed their family, but they can risk their lives to serve for this country. And so we, the people, need to become more cognizant about what we are doing in our communities and what we are leveraging our fight for. So get out there and vote on November 3rd. By some way, shape, or form, you need to be voting, because right now we need it, or there's not going to be an America in 3 years. You can't say to me that it can get worse. It can't get any worse. I believe it.
Oh, really, it can, and it is day by day.
Day by day. This has been the longest fucking year.
Now he out there blowing up ships in the Caribbean.
The longest year. This has been the longest year ever, and it's crazy.
He's blowing up ships, saying that they're smuggling drugs, but he has no official concrete evidence of this. I think it's the 6th ship this month. He just did it yesterday. And just to piggyback off of you, Pam, I think that so many people are at a point where they feel like their voices are not being heard, right? And so they just feel powerless. However, I would like to encourage everyone to stay cognizant of the fact that we do have a voice, and your voice matters, and you exercise that voice at the voting polls. And midterms are so very important. And I think a lot of people, everybody's always focused on the presidential elections, and people lose sight of midterms. That's the real vote. let me just put it that way. Our midterm elections is what really sets the precedence for everything. The president can do nothing with a house that is not his party. Let me put it that way. Trump is only able to do what he is doing because the Republicans have the House and they're a bunch of idiots. I know. I probably shouldn't say that. I said it though. And I'm gonna stand 10 toes down in it because that's just how I feel right now. You know, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So needless to say, with all of that, people, please just get out and vote.
And there is no electoral college,
right?
That can cheat the system.
You can't cheat it at all, and it ain't a damn thing that the president, or should I say Donald, can do about it. There's nothing that Donald can do. Go exercise your vote. And I do want to say, you know, in saying all of that, that I do feel very confident that there will be a very strong turnout in these midterm elections. I do. But I still want, you know, us as a culture to get out there and vote because it matters. And don't be dismayed by people saying, oh, you know, this is just what it is. And, you know, democracy is gone. And no, it's not. It's getting there. But we have a chance still right now to bring some uniform back.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
I mean, he did a lot of damage in a year. It can be worse.
It hasn't even been a year.
Yeah. I checked that part. I mean, it can be worse having to clean up 3 years of shit.
Absolutely. I'm going to add to that.
Party so we can go ahead and get them impeached. Okay, we need so we can go ahead and start doing what we need because he need to be impeached immediately.
Impeached and removed. Impeached and removed.
And jailed.
And impeached
and jailed. Listen,
and jailed.
Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, I want to make sure that because I want to add to everything that both of you ladies have said. I want everyone that's also listening is be intentional about the results that you would like to see in prayer. Decree the thing because that's where your strong tower is. That's where your real power is. God told us to use wisdom. Our wisdom says, get out and go be a part of that number that could make the difference. Let your voice be heard. That's your wisdom. However, know where your power is, and your power is in prayer. If you really want to see something happen, believe in what you're asking for. Go before God and put it at his feet because when there are 2 or more gathered, it is so. So I need for everyone to understand this is a part of this is all of this is a spiritual warfare, and these are distractions, but they are things that we actually can do. We can take action and we can do something about it. We can make the difference. And this year, out of all the other presidential, elections, this particular one here is where you actually will be able to be heard. Your voice, it will count. It will count. It absolutely
most definitely will.
Go do it. Yeah. No excuses this time.
Yeah. Anybody in Georgia need a ride? Something.
Right. Anybody that is old enough that is not registered to vote, go get registered to vote. Parents, go encourage your children to register to vote.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're registered, and everybody make it a family day. Go vote. Yeah.
So let's rock this vote, you guys. Let's rock this vote right here. Please rock the vote.
So I will also say this too, and I'm just putting this out because I want to share while we're talking about this. I received a message today that said, Ebenezer, if you're in the DMV area or Fort Washington area, be sure to share that Ebenezer off of 7707 Allentown Road, I'm guessing it's a church, Fort Washington, Maryland, 20774, is giving out gift cards for anyone who is furloughed on Thursday. On tomorrow, between 3 and 5 p.m., you must show your federal ID and the letter or email you received from your job. So please pass that on. And I'm going to post that in my social and on my social media
Yeah.
so that those who are furloughed and might be in need of some, some food or anything else like that. I know that on my side of next door, or even in Facebook groups that I'm in for my community, there are so many people saying, can you just help me get by with food? Do you have anything that can help me feed myself and my family? And it is so ultra heartbreaking. And so this is why it's important that we vote. And what's crazy is they are fighting to not pass this budget, but yet some of their jobs are on the line. And I know goddamn well if I wasn't doing my job, I should be fired. And that should go for them as well. So remove those who are not looking out for your best interest. And that's all I will say.
But the thing about it is that they're so busy pointing the finger at the Democrats. Like they even made like these PSA announcements for like the TSA workers, to say that, the Democrats have initiated this government shutdown. It's almost unbelievable to be like, I have never seen anything like this, but I would encourage people to really use common sense, right?
Yeah.
When you're thinking about this government shutdown, think about the powers that be.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the majorities that are sitting where, and then think about how could the Democrats initiate and prolong this government shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
The Democrats continue to come to the table to try and find resolutions, right?
Yeah.
And the Republican, they are on vacation. They're not even coming to the table to even try and talk. They're doing exactly what they've wanted to do, okay? And then I would implore people to take it a step further, because these terminating of federal workers, this was starting way before
that part.
the shutdown, you guys. Like, come on. We have to really think here, right? All they want to do is divide and conquer. That's it. And they're using, the Democrats as a scapegoat to do what they want to do, which was already outlined in Project 2025.
Yeah.
I will go on a tangent, so I'm not, because I get real worked up. But everything that is happening is exactly what was in Project 2025, right? That people kept talking about, and Trump was like, "Oh, I don't know anything about that," but he was all over it. This is what it was. This is what was happening. This is what was outlined, and it is playing out in real time.
Yeah,
it's playing out in real time.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's all hell. I don't even.
He played a lot of people like a fiddle, and it's horrible to be on the side of watching and experiencing people go through so much suffering. What's even more heartbreaking is I had a lot of my babies from my son's basketball team, and a lot of them enlisted in the military this year, and they are all over the place. I mean, it's probably about 9 of them right now, and they are hurting. They're hurting. They hurt. They're hurt. They're afraid. And it's sadding. It's sad. Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. I mean, and then the damn cost of groceries by itself would take you out.
Yeah. I mean, who can you can go in the store and get a carton of eggs for $8? That's why everybody farming, getting chickens now because I'm telling everywhere I see, like everyone is homesteading and they are starting. Yeah.
I know a lot of people. My neighbor next door has like a whole just Yeah, just growing their own everything. And it seems like they're just adding more to grow and adding more to grow. And I remember during COVID, I grew my own herbs, my own veggies and all of that. And it's time consuming. I just don't have that time, or I'm not open to making that kind of time right at this moment. But I'm not opposed to going back to it.
Oh,
because
yeah.
you can always tell naturally grown food because of the way it cooks.
Taste too.
Taste. And I do miss that. So, okay. Yeah. So speaking of on a different topic, I have to ask, have y'all heard the Cardi B album?
No.
Face pretty. I can probably win a pageant, baby. Come on, because I was hoping. I was like, let's talk about Cardi.
Let me tell you,
Cardi.
I can't say I won't say I'm a fan of Cardi's, but let me tell you something. That motherfucking album has been on constant replay from beginning to end. I very seldom find an album like that, or from a female rap artist, especially, or from any artist, that I just would like, yeah, I'm gonna take it from the beginning to the end. Literally, no skips for me. No skips.
None. From beginning to end on repeat.
I can't do it. I can't. I think I listened to one song. Well, let me just say this. I don't dislike Cardi B. I think that she's entertaining to watch. But I'm not a huge fan of Cardi B's music. It's just not really mine.
Not in this season. Not in this season. Yeah.
Not this season, not last season, not.
I liked her last album, but this one,
fire.
I tried listening to the one song. I think it was "Am I the Drama?"
No, that's the album.
No, it was. Let me hold on, because it was on YouTube, y'all, and I was on there like.
I had to play.
I listened to it, and I was like,
"Hey."
I was unimpressed.
Goddamn day. Yeah, that's how
you ain't got you in the what?
It was Pretty and Petty.
Oh, that's my shit. Pretty and Petty. That's actually a diss track.
Let me make sure.
That's a diss track.
Hey, man.
From beginning to end. You know what?
She dissing?
Bia.
Name a Bia song.
Who's Bia?
Shit, I didn't know. I didn't know she was mentioned. Bia should thank her for putting her out there, because nobody.
Okay, it wasn't this one.
She dropped the song right after Bia.
No, I might have liked that one.
She dropped the song.
Yeah, she ate
the foolishness. But what's up with Nicki though? What's up with Nicki?
I don't know. I was never a Nicki fan because I don't like nasal rap.
I am.
I don't like nasal rap. Her voice, I can only take so much.
She changed over the years, because when Nicki Minaj first came out, she was raw. It wasn't the same Nicki. It wasn't.
It's not about whether she's raw or not. It's her voice is so squeaky that I can only tolerate it for so long. A Cardi album, just like a Lotto album, their voice is not like nasally to me. So I mean, there's even guy rappers that I can only take so much of because their voice is so squeaky that they may as well work at Disney World. Just saying, they can animate.
I do agree. I can't listen to it because what's the mumble? Huh? I grew up in a time where they said pronounce your words.
Please pronunciation and the syllables.
Yeah,
absolutely. What do you say?
Sound it out.
And then it's what really is confusing to me is how people understand it and know what it means.
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't know. But I tell you what, Cardi album is fire for me.
It's fire. It's been on repeat. I ain't turned it off. Alton's sick of me.
Yeah,
Alton's sick of me. I go in, jumping on the bed, getting in his face, like face pretty.
I like what she said. All her friends are 10s. I'm like,
that's right. Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me.
Now, what song is this?
What song is what?
That y'all was just talking about.
Oh, all
Oh,
of them.
hello, it's me.
I ran them together. Yeah.
Yeah, we just been, yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
from beginning to end, they're awesome. She did a phenomenal
She
job
did
with
a
this album.
phenomenal
I'm
job.
very proud of her.
I don't
Here's
get
what I
the
love about Cardi. Cardi is transparent. And
yeah.
I don't care what it looks like. It can look ratchet and all of that stuff, but she's honest and she's transparent. I appreciate that about her. What I also recognize, though, as she is evolving into motherhood and adapting, she, good mom from what we can see from what we have access to. You can tell she loves her kids, loves her babies, but she's evolving. She's evolving. This album was necessary so that she can get over what she just, went through. It was absolutely necessary, but she shifted. She's shifted a lot, mature. She's learning, like, even with her, what she say? I really don't know how to articulate my words real well, but I'm trying, I'm learning. I was so proud of her because she said articulate. Because when she started on Love and Hip Hop, she just said anything and it sounded any way. And as annoying as it was, I could appreciate it because this is what this is what it looks like. This is what someone's journey process looks like as they evolve. So I love this for her. Yeah.
I never saw her. Never really saw that. I was never a big fan of Love and Hip Hop anyhow. And I've seen it sporadically. And I know it's when I did watch a few episodes, like with my mom or something, and I was visiting, it was far after she was already, made, like probably, she was already.
She was a riot. I was watching Love and Hip Hop during that time, and she was funny. I liked her on the show. I can honestly say that. I did. I liked her on the show.
I haven't watched it since that
really?
that season was over. Yeah, I haven't. The last time I watched Love and Hip Hop, Cardi was on there, and that's been years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that feud between her and I'm just gonna say this. Even it wasn't just a feud with her and Nicki. I was like, you gotta be a bad bitch to drop an album and upset the motherfucking industry.
The whole world.
You gotta be a bad motherfucker to do this. That's all she did. All she did was drop a bomb ass album, and I tell you what.
It went number one, and it sold out, and she became the very first female rapper to do.
I don't even care about that stuff.
I'm saying that's what happened.
She disturbed some souls. She woke up some demons because.
I'm still trying to figure out why her and Nicki Minaj.
Nicki announced that she's done with rap.
She's not making any more music. She's supposed to have an album that came out in 2026, but she's saying now she's not making any more music.
Bye, Barbs.
I think that it's childish, and I've never really understood where all of that came from with them too. I mean, even to the point where they almost didn't they get into a fight?
Almost at the Met Gala, I think.
At the Met Gala.
But it's, a lot of women talk about how Nicki, she has this queendom status, that this persona that she carries. And so when she's interacting with other people, she's not a kind person.
But not even that. I think it's also, she's not a girl's girl.
Yeah.
And the other part is, anyone, I don't care who in the industry, happened with Lotto, it happens to anytime somebody's album does very well.
Yeah.
She comes out of the woodwork with all of her old shit. Like, come up with some new shit. Where's your new album so that you can make it platinum and all that stuff? Instead of celebrating someone else's success, you immediately start throwing up all of the things that you've done, and as if you can't make room to celebrate another woman's achievements.
Does she got beef with Meg Thee Stallion?
I don't know. I don't really know her to really like anybody outside of being on an album with Beyonce. I've never really seen her
friends with anybody. Because she had a little didn't she?
You don't mess with Meg because Meg messes with Cardi. Yeah.
And there's that.
Yeah.
There's that.
But she
And
takes
then
issue
Lotto.
with anybody. Yeah, she takes issue with anybody who can drop a hot ass album. And then her go-to is, I write all my raps. I don't care who raps, who writes who, as long as the music is good.
And now she firing up on Beyonce and Jay-Z. Yeah.
Saying what?
Because they, they support Cardi. Anything, it's almost like anything that's attached to Cardi, you in the up.
I need to get up on my hip hop.
But when you sit here and say,
I didn't even know all that was going on.
Yeah, did you? I mean, you got to be some kind of level of narcissistic, demented, or whatever to say to about a 6-year-old child that you would kick her gums out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
She said that about to Culture. That's what she said about Culture, and talked about Culture's gums and all that stuff. And granted, they had a war of words, bringing up each other's kids. And I was like, you know what? There is a time when you need to take a step back and just say, you know what? I cannot give power to that or anything else of that nature. But it was terrible.
It's ugly.
It
Yeah.
was
I didn't know about that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
And then tried to call herself issuing an apology letter to Culture, which was still just as bad. Yeah. I was
Even
like,
worse. Yeah.
You have to be some level of, I don't know.
When was this?
This has all been going on since Cardi dropped her album.
Girl, bye. Oh my gosh. That's
Nicki
how you know.
has
I've been so
lost
far removed. I had no idea. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
I mean, the
but I'm
you
about to
couldn't
find
miss
out.
it. You couldn't miss it. It was like as soon as
I could miss it because I don't be on there.
Oh, I'm just saying, but as soon as you log on, it was all over the place. And let me tell you, when I was logging on and even posting on Kofi's page, and Kofi don't follow that many people, but it was so much stuff from other. I was like, what in the world? Yeah, there's a lot going on. A bunch of craziness. Just a bunch of craziness.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't feel like you could really truly have real success if you're not for the people that you depend on to support you. Like that's not reciprocation. I mean, and she is not a girl's girl. Cardi is definitely a girl's girl, but Nicki, she's not a girl's girl.
Yeah, and that was the thing when all of that stuff started coming out, and how she was talking about Cardi B. Well, she was specifically talking about Culture and all of that. You were seeing people were saying, "I'm removing your music from my playlist." I can't deal with people who are like that. So the other part is, one thing that I did love about Nicki is Nicki's audience was not just younger, it was older people, it was young people who grew up knowing her. And the fact that you are a 40-something-year-old woman, because I think she's in her 40s now, arguing with a woman that just turned 32. Like, sometimes the industry shifts and you have to make room. And that's just really in any profession. And that's the weight of our world, is that we groom the younger generation to be just as great as where we are now. And we teach them and we mold them. And so that was one of the things that Cardi even said. I learned from you. I wanted to be you because of what you did. I'm here. And yet this is what the outcome is. So whether she chooses to make any more music or not, she's tainted her legacy, because that's the last thing that people are going to remember about her. So if that, to me, that's also a lesson for people who are doing dynamic things. Make room. It's
you
simple.
have to.
Because there's
as I get on here trying to figure out, look, Nicki Minaj.
The other problem is that the biggest problem that I have is that she's doing all of this in the name of the Lord.
What?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's doing all of this in the name of the Lord?
Nicki.
Oh.
Yeah, she's talking about God. She's saying, I rebuke and decree and declare. Like she says she's a prophet.
She says she's a
And
prophet.
A
yeah,
false one.
yeah, she says she's a prophet. She
A
says
false
she's a
one.
prophet.
Let's get
And
it.
that, and see right there, this is where I get agitated,
Mm,
because it's important to know the word of God, and those
mm,
people that follow Nikki, because you've got some real true fans out here that idolize people, right?
Yeah.
And what bothers me about this situation specifically is that Nikki, when she's projecting in the name of the Lord. What is that doing to the people that have not gotten to know God from themselves? That's, I hate that. That's the only thing that bothers me. And so it's so important to know God for yourself, because when you have people that are behaving this way, it's easy to discern what's
mm-hmm,
right and what's wrong. And
mm-hmm.
she's absolutely completely out of line, because godly people don't behave that way. They
At
don't.
all. At
Period.
all.
That's it. No. Mm-mm. You
Mhm.
can't love God. You can't proclaim the name Jesus and you're full of hate.
Mm,
It doesn't work.
that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jealousy, envy, all of that is
Their
that's
sins.
the yeah, that's confusion.
Their
That's the
sins.
enemy. Absolutely. You gotta know. You gotta know
That's
what
that's
you're doing.
very sad.
Yeah.
I'm sitting up here trying to figure out. I'm going on here trying to look like what is all of this? Because I didn't know. I had
Yeah.
no idea.
And it's been, I feel like anytime I get on social media, it's just been wild. It's been very untamed
Mhm.
lately,
Mhm.
no matter
Mhm.
what is going on. I mean, between ICE and FBI and all this
Mm,
other National Guard and all this other bullshit that is, it's between political, between the music industry. You got
revelations.
Mhm.
people dying, and just it's a lot. I was hurt to see, especially D'Angelo dying. It's just so
Oh,
and so sudden, because my heart goes out for her kids, because I mean, and well, they're both their kids, because Angie Stone just passed away, July,
yeah,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then turn right around and lose their dad.
Yeah.
That is so heavy. Um,
That's
so
very heavy.
prayers go
I
out.
imagine that he's been sick for a while. He had just it was a private thing.
Yeah.
Um, but I was very, saddened to hear of D'Angelo's passing at such a very young age,
Hmm.
the ripe age of 51. And then, well, I don't know about you guys, but I was very much a Diane Keaton fan.
Yes.
And in
Mhm.
Grenada, I heard of her passing, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
not Diane. Like, I was just watching my movie because I said so. Like, I've always loved Diane Keaton. It's just
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
it's a lot going on.
yeah, they say it happened in threes, and right now they're on a roll with the D's. Just
Mhm.
saying.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
that's kind of harsh. So we have about 10 minutes left. And I personally, and I know Shay does too, Diana, come on, give us the tea about Grenada.
Oh yeah.
We got to
Well,
hear
I
about
don't know if
it.
there's tea to give.
I don't mean tea
But
like that. I'm talking about, give us, the tea about how it was, and, what you did, and, what the outcome is
so
going to be.
it was my Empower Her retreat in Grenada, and it was absolutely amazing. There's really, I feel so much. It's hard for me to put it into words, but it was very transformative.
Mhm.
We really shifted some things in the atmosphere. We released, we relaxed, we rejuvenated, we poured into each other, we affirmed over each other, we took baggage and we washed it away in the ocean, baby. We came back reset. And we had a good ass time. When I tell you, oh yes, oh my goodness, we danced, we cried, we drank a little something. We had took advantage of them libations, and it was just such a feel good experience. And when I decided to do this, I didn't fully realize at the time just how much I myself needed it, right? Like I was doing it for the women. But in the midst of all this, it was something for me too. Like I feel just so much lighter after this experience. Like I truly do. I'm so grateful, and I'm so blessed to be in a space and a place in my life where I could do this, and I'm so grateful for the women that were there to go on this journey, that were open and ready. And I'm just grateful, and it was amazing, you guys. It was really just amazing. It was just amazing. I'm looking forward to 2026. I'm going ahead and put it out there right now, y'all. We're taking it to Jamaica as it stands right now. I want to go to Bali because we did discuss that, but I think we decided to settle on Jamaica, I think. So it's going to be Jamaica or Bali. But yeah, I'm ready for 2026 because it was absolutely amazing. It was amazing.
I love that for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that timing was perfect for you, actually, because you've executed with excellence all year long. I think this was absolutely necessary. Yeah.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
And people don't realize how much it takes.
Yeah.
They don't
do this to put these things together. I mean, it takes a lot of strategic movement, being intentional about managing time, like managing your space. It takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Well, I always tell people, this is outside of everything. It's truly hard work for me. And it's not to say that I don't get tired. I'm human, of course, or I don't have moments of feeling overwhelmed or burnt out. I'm human, but it's truly hard work. And so when it comes full circle after planning, it's just such a rejuvenating feeling, that I have afterwards. Like, oh, when you guys should know that feeling when what you've been planning and you finally, it happens and it's wonderful and it's beautiful. It's a great feeling. But to your point, Shay, I don't think people realize, when you're planning things, when you're doing things, your workshops, your conferences, your retreats, all of the things, a lot of time people don't understand all of the things that go on behind the scenes to make things what they are when you show up.
I think also it's not that they don't. I think it's just beyond. Some people might understand, but I also feel like some people don't respect.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I don't think they respect the amount of work that goes into it. And so accountability of whether things are going to be, for them to come to fruition or being transparent about the process with people and all of that. So I do feel like, some people do know that a lot of work goes in things. I just think that they don't respect the process.
That could potentially be true. And I'm sure it is true for, certain, we know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because let me tell you why. And here's why. Because you're like me, and I think we all operate the same way. We are very particular when we are planning events, like very particular. There is no information that is not given.
Amen.
At all. So to me, either you are going to respect the fact that you got everything that you need, or you're not. So people know, might not know how much is going into it, but they know they can see the amount of work that you're putting in by how much you're engaging with people.
Amen.
That's what I will say. So a lot of them if people are putting on any kind of event, and they have time to constantly update and provide information to ensure that you're going to have the best time, to ensure that there are not going to be anything that falls through the cracks, to ensure your safety, to ensure that you're going to get your money's worth, to ensure that you're going to save some money doing this.
Yeah.
I just feel like people don't respect the process. I don't feel like they respect the information that they are being given. So I think this is where people need to be more cognizant of people's time and more cognizant of people's money, because despite what people put out on the back end, event planners or people who are planning events are putting out twice as much, whether it's in money, time, resources, or anything else. And so if you're listening, this is why RSVPs are important. This is why being transparent about where you are important. If there's just a lot of things to just respect the entire process of the person planning something. So kudos to you, Diana, that your retreat was not only just amazing and phenomenal for other people that went, that you were able to get what you needed from it, because I think I agree with Shay, you needed to slow down. And the fact that everybody there was there for themselves because of you, they were also able to pour back into you because of what you was able to provide.
Absolutely.
But I as business owners, right? Because that's what we all are. We have to understand that when we're doing the things that we do, right? And we're curating these spaces and places for people, not all the time can we expect for them to understand what it is on the back end. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if they're not in the same space as us, meaning the type of business owners or curating these types of spaces. And so I always feel like, because I completely agree with you. Like I have that feeling, sometimes too, especially when it's conference time. My God. My God, that's a whole nother beast that I'm getting ready to embark on as we speak to get ready for 2026. My God, today. But you can't expect for people, how can I say this? And I always like to sound correct. People do things because they want to do it, right?
Correct.
People don't do things unless there's something that it moves them in particularly in any form, any fashion. So even though we're curating all of these great things and it turns out to be absolutely beautiful and wonderful, we still cannot expect for people to have a healthy understanding of what it is that we're doing on the back end. They just don't.
That's the thing. But that's the thing. You don't have to know what's going on the back end to respect what's going on the front end. And by that, what I'm saying is, if you are putting out information, there are deadlines, dates, these are things you're putting out on the front end that affect and impact the back end, which is why so much. So that's what I'm talking about. You don't have to have an understanding of what's going on back here, because in order for me to do what's back here, I need you to respect what's going on the front end. That's what I mean.
You know what? We've been in this game long enough. Right. I have to understand. Like, I'm gonna give this date right here, but it's really this date right here, because I know that it's going to be some people that are not going to provide what I need at the set date. So therefore, I got to know mentally when I'm strategizing what I do, I'm giving myself some cushion, because I'm guaranteed to have at least 3 or 4 that's not going to do what is asked. But that's part of the game.
Absolutely.
That's part of the game. It is, but that's
it's frustrating.
It's frustrating. It very much so is. But but
this is why it's so important to just not even take it personal. Stick to the 4 agreements. Don't take it personal, because if we allow our feelings to help us navigate,
come on,
what would we really be doing? Nothing.
So,
And who are we doing it for? Because I feel like everyone gets to a point in their life where they have to become accountable. It's not going to continue to be my responsibility to update you deadlines. Hey, time is ticking. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because at some point,
she put it out there.
I saw your 4 agreements book.
So I'm gonna need for everybody to go get this. Can y'all see
there
it?
You go.
This is an amazing book. Amazing.
I don't really take much personal, but my money does.
They need to put that book next to the Bible. Those two books
money takes shit
go together. The Bible and the
my money takes it personal.
For those in my mastermind that are on here, we will be getting into this book. I see a couple of my mastermind people in here. Oh, we getting into this one. All right, just go ahead on and order it ahead of time. It's called The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz.
And I'll send you the PDF just in case people can't get the book, so they don't have no excuse.
It's called The 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements. I remember reading that back when I was was it high school? Was it early part of college? I don't know. It's been a long time. It's probably on the shelf with some other books, but
it's a great book. It's a great book. I read it some years ago, but it was very like, okay.
Speaking of books, while we're talking about books, look at my baby.
Hi, Stinker.
Hi, here. I had, of course, had to do a sample copy. So yeah, this is up for pre-order right now. Coach who is actually, look at here. He heard his name.
There he is.
And then look what also came.
Oh, yes. Let's go.
Yes. So that book also came. So it's been, I have been busy, and I will be dropping one more little gem or little thing that as between now and my birthday. So stay tuned. Got another little surprise that's coming up too. But those 2 books are up for pre-order, and I'm super excited. It's the mental clarity has just been me in my little creative, in my creative zone. So
I know that's right, Liz. Come on.
Okay.
Yes. Hey.
Get straight to it. Period.
Look, let's put a prayer out in the atmosphere for everybody. Father God, we come before you tonight, grateful and honored to be in your presence. Lord, bless everybody that is listening with the Elizabeth. Everybody need a Liz in their life, okay? Because Liz is an amazing person. She shows up, she's supportive, she encourages, she uplifts, she prays, all those things, everybody. I just pray that everybody gets a Liz in their life, okay? Thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Because
Elizabeth is all sorts of wonderful.
They're very much so awesome.
Yes.
Very awesome. Shay, where can everybody find you at? Do you want to put anything else out there before we close out for the evening?
I absolutely do. I really want to be intentional about really encouraging everyone. Please say your prayers. Be intentional about the things that you put before God, and believe what you're asking Him for. Power is in prayer. Please believe it. I know it sounds light, but it's not light. It's heavy. It's real. It's real, and it happens in real time. If you believe it, it is so. And everyone can find me on Instagram at The Coach of Courage, and on Facebook at The Coach of Courage, Shay Walker. And then you can also visit me on my website, www.thecoachofcourage.com.
All right. And Diana, where can everybody find you at?
You can find me at Diana.
And if you want to put anything else out, and if you want to put any info out there.
Okay. Well, let me just say this first. You can find me at Diana Richardson Philippus on all social media platforms, to include DianaRichardson.com for my website. And people, I want to stay in that same vein where we began today. Please go vote November 3rd. Out of all the things that we've said, and we've said a lot of great things today, but go exercise your voice. Your voice matters. It is still powerful, and your voice still works. Don't be dismayed by outward circumstances, you guys. Go vote.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you can reach me on all social media platforms at I am Dr. P. Gurley. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I really, I agree with Diana. Go and vote because it matters. And if we want to walk into a season of change, we need that. We definitely need something better to happen. And it's going to take all of us. And, I know a lot of, it doesn't matter who you voted for.
Yeah.
For this election, I hope you're seeing the result of that vote, one way or the other.
Yep.
And so in order to make change, you have to be a part of it. So that's what I will say in my last words. Tune in next week. We will be back same time, same place. And happy anniversary, Cortina. That's why she's not.
Happy anniversary.
3 years. 3 years. And so they're out for their and celebrating love. And so we love that for her.
Yes.
So, like I said, you'll find us here next Wednesday, same time, same place, and maybe we can find out, what Cortina and them did for their anniversary. So, y'all have an amazing week ahead, and we'll be back next week, still talking about going to vote.
This is Herspiration Happy Hour.